Welcome to the Balancing Act How to Play video. Balancing Act is a game for 2 to 4 players, usually takes about 15 to 20 minutes per play, and it's a game of just 54 cards. On your turn, you'll have a hand of cards, and we've sort of got the game going mid-game here. On your turn, you'll play a card from your hand, and when you play that card, you will choose to take all the cards valued higher or lower than that card from the center row. So for instance, here I played a 4, and there is a 3, a 5, a 6, and a zebra, which is a wild in that center row. And so in this case, I'm going to take everything above. So I'm going to take both of these cards. Now, the zebra I can choose to make above or below, and I will choose to make it above as well. So I'll take these 3 cards. The card I played goes to the center row, and I get these 3 cards. Now, on these 3 cards, half the cards you take go into your hand. Cards in your hand are negative points at the end of the game. And half the cards you take go into your acts, which are essentially runs of 1 to 6 on the table. If there's an uneven number of cards like I took here, the more cards go onto the table than go into your hand. And so when you're creating these runs, these circus acts, you cannot skip a number, so I couldn't just put this 6 here with this 4. First, I'd have to put the 5. And so in this instance, maybe what I'm going to do then is I am going to put the 5 there, and the second card will be this zebra. Now, the zebra is a wild, like I said, and so it can be played as a 6 or a 2 or a 5. Now, the thing is, the zebra is worth 1 point when it is in one of your acts. However, it stops that act. So now I can no longer play a 1 here. I could still play a 6, but I can no longer play a 1 here. And then the third card must go to my hand. Now, why does this matter? Because, like I said, at the end of the game, all the cards in your hand are negative 1 point. However, at the end of the game, whoever has the most colors there's 3 different colors, green, yellow, and purple. Red is not considered a color in the game. Whoever has the most of those gets 3 points per color that they have the most of. So it's a way to offset those negative points. You get more of those colors, you can offset those negative points. Now, there are also scoring for the size of your acts. So as you can see here, if I get an act fully up to size 6, that'll be worth 16 points. Now, it is important to note, though, that there is a limit to the number of acts that you can have. And if you get more acts than that, so in other words, maybe this is what I had going on at the end of the game, and my biggest 2 acts will score me those positive points, but all the cards left over beyond the first 2 acts that I have, or 3 acts in a 2-player game, these will score me negative points. And so you want to be sure to have the biggest and best acts you can have for your first acts. Now, there are 3 special cards in the game. You have the zebra, which we've already explained. You have elephants. Elephants are the only way that you can play a card directly from your hand to an act. When you play the elephant out in order to take the cards from the center row, you immediately then are allowed to play a card from your hand into one of your acts. Again, that's the only way that you can do that. And then finally, there are giraffes. So here's a giraffe. A giraffe is also wild like a zebra. The difference is a giraffe, when it goes into one of your acts, doesn't block you from continuing to build. So you could do a 6, and the giraffe could be a 5, and then you can keep going with 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., where the zebra does not allow you to do that. However, each giraffe in your act is negative 2 points. So the game ends after you go through the deck. Like I said, usually 15 to 20 minutes or so, and whoever has the most points at the end is the winner.